Alright folks, so the fight of the century, Godzilla vs. Kong, has just come out. Let's get into it. Alright folks, so I'm just going to get my main problem out of the way first. I do not care in the slightest, a lot of people have said this, but about like the podcaster conspiracy guy, Millie Bobby Brown, and the Australian kid from Deadpool 2. Did not find them funny. I think that was where they were putting most of the comedy in the film, into that subplot, and I didn't enjoy it at all. I didn't find anything interesting in there, and I thought it was really a waste of time. I'll say the villain dude, like the guy who's sort of creating the Mecha Godzilla, is stereotypical, lame, not interesting. There's some great action in this film. Pretty much every fight in the film is monster based, if I'm not mistaken, and it's all great stuff. You come to this movie to see Godzilla vs. Kong fight, and they don't let you down on that front. I'll say there is way too much setup in this film. They have lots of plot that they need to explain, and it really all feels clumped into this one very boring section in the beginning. So if I ever have the pleasure of watching this film again, I will skip probably right to the middle, and then just watch the monster fights prior to that, and everything else after the setup. And there was some nice humor in here. I never laughed out loud at any of it, but I definitely thought it was incorporated well. It was a nice sort of side dish to the main course. And then predictably, nobody actually lost or won the fight, and they team up to fight the bigger and badder. And people had guessed, from the trailer that they looked at, they saw Mecha Godzilla. So even that big plot twist was sort of predictable and known and not surprising at this point. So it's a letdown, but what can you do? I will wait for the day when they actually do something like this with real consequences and real implications. And then I'll say the characters. A lot of people have mentioned, just in the general discourse around this film, that the characters are so much more interesting and they don't show them as much. And while I think that they give more spotlight to the monsters, and that's why people think that, I didn't get that feeling at all. I still thought the characters were very prevalent, and they're still very interesting. I thought in my Skull Island review, if you haven't seen that, should be up there, that the characters were sort of goofy and creative, and I think that greatly contributed to the plot of that film. Whereas in here, they are still very boring. Folks, this was a solid enough film. There's lots to like and there's lots to dislike for sure. I think the only fair score that I could give it would be a B. And then I'll just leave this review with the thought that I'm very curious to see where they take this franchise in the future, because you already have these two big titans, really the most known monsters in the world, I imagine, and I'm not sure what other monsters Universal knows. So if they really do want to maybe create their own monster, they can't really do another Godzilla vs. Kong right off the bat and more solo films. I don't know. That's probably ill-advised. Maybe a buddy cop film, Godzilla and Kong instead of versus. They're doing a little comedy sketch thing. No, really, but I don't know if they do decide to continue. I'm obviously, if you've been watching my reviews, I'm not the biggest fan, but I find some stuff to like in each of them, and I'm just curious to see what they do. All right, folks, so that's my review of Godzilla vs. Kong. Let me know if you've seen it, and let me know your thoughts down below. Yeah. I've been EDPC Reviews. You've been amazing. Thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye.